Today I'm gonna meet Joseph. Joseph and his twin formed the band AMISTAT a few years ago. After I saw them playing on Queen Victoria Market here in Melbourne for the first time, I was curious about their story. I found out that they have a very interesting multicultural background. They are one half Australian, one half Czech, but were born in Germany and raised in Italy. In this interview, Joseph talks about their personal story and how they actually became a band, but also what impact COVID-19 has on them as AMISTAT.
My name is Joseph, and I'm one half of the duo AMISTAT, which contains of myself and my brother Jan. Well, especially Jan always played music since he was, I don't know, 6 years old. And then I moved to Australia for good because I met a girl there, and that's when I started playing music. I started busking, and it all started from there. And then we just decided to keep going, and then 8 years later we're still here and still doing it. That's a good question. Actually, we don't really have like a home base. We travel a lot, but when we do come to Australia once a year, we spend most of our time in Melbourne. We travel a lot, but Melbourne is the home base in Australia. Absolutely. I think as we speak 4 languages, I think that all plays into the writing process, plus being or having lived in like 4 or 5 different places for a few years at a time. I think that all had an impact on what music we grew up with, and it all plays into the style and the way we sing and how we write, I think. Oh, huge. I mean, all of our shows that we had lined up, festivals, all's been cancelled. So, yeah, I think the music industry, is struggling at the moment. All the artists, there's no concerts, and they said that it's going to go back to at least a few of the venues opening back up in September, I think. So there's nothing till then. I mean, it's already been 2 months without concerts, and I mean, financially, it's a big strain. I mean, we got some government support, but not every artist has been able to apply successfully. So a lot of musicians struggle, and I mean, you can't rely on that source of income anymore. So you have to just be creative and see how else you can make some money, and just have to hang tight. And I mean, it's weird not playing concerts because you sort of easily forget why you wake up and you're like, well, I'm a musician, but I can't do what a musician does, which is play music and make new fans. So you have to sort of do more online stuff. We've been live a lot more on Instagram, and we've been just trying to reach fans in a different way. It's not live anymore, it's online. I guess they all come from experiences that we have had or that we are experiencing in that moment when we do sit down and write, or they relate to someone else having some sort of experience. So I think it's all based on real life. I've always loved Age of Thrones. That's always been a very, very special song to me, because it sort of was a very special time when we wrote it, when we first moved to Australia, and everything was just so new, and it was like experience of discovering a new planet. So that sort of came out of that time. So that always brings me back to that time.
Remember your steps, remember them all, and choose wise your page and